very first clothing in human history appears in the Garden of Eden, after Adam and Chava, Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. The Torah tells us that God himself made garments for them and clothed them. So clothing was not merely protection from the elements, it was a gift of dignity. And throughout Jewish history, clothing has never simply been about fashion. It has been about identity. The Kohen Gadol, the high priest, wore 8 special garments. The Torah devotes entire chapters to describing them. Why so much attention to clothing? Because clothing communicates. Before the high priest spoke a word, his garments proclaimed holiness, responsibility, and service. Even today, when we see a police officer, a firefighter, a doctor, a judge in uniform, we immediately understand their mission. The clothing reminds the wearer who they are and reminds everyone else what they stand for. The Baal Shem Tov taught that every physical thing contains a spiritual lesson. Clothing is no exception. Hasidus explains that clothing is called levush, Levush, a garment. We all have garments beyond the physical ones. We consider our thoughts, the way we think, the way we speak, and our actions. They are garments of the soul. Our soul reveals itself just like we dress our body. Well, what are the outer garments of the soul? How do you know what your soul is all about? In what you're thinking, in the way you speak, and the way we act with. A person's thoughts clothe the mind. A person's words clothe their ideas. A person's deeds clothe their character. People often spend great efforts choosing what shirt to wear, but give little thought to the garments of speech that they wear throughout the day. The Rabbi, the Lubavitcher Rabbi, often emphasized that every one of us carries royal dignity. We are the children of the King of Kings. Just as royalty dresses with a purpose, so too we should recognize the dignity of our spiritual identity. There's a fascinating teaching from Hasidus. Clothing has an advantage over the body itself. Clothing can reveal something hidden. Let's say a king may look like an ordinary person, but place a crown and a royal robes upon him, and everybody recognizes his position. Likewise, a mitzvah is like a spiritual garment. It reveals the holiness already present within our personality. A pair of tefillin, a mezuzah on your door, a Shabbos candle, a kippah, a talit. Each becomes a visible expression of an invisible soul. That brings us back to the Knicks, as we say hello to Davida Zellickson. And she says that Shabbos came in the nick of time. Okay, don't laugh too much. It would ruin the internet. This brings us back to the Knicks. Why are people suddenly searching for jerseys from 1973, 1994, or 1999? Because clothing carries memory. A jersey connects a fan to generations of hope, loyalty, heartbreak, and perseverance. It reminds them of where they came from and what they believe is possible. The Torah says that clothing should do the same thing. Every morning when we put on our clothing, we are really putting on our identity. The question is, what identity are we choosing? Are we dressing ourselves in gratitude or a bunch of complaining? Are we dressed in kindness or criticism? Are we dressed in humility or arrogance? In faith or anxiety? The Alter Rebbe, the first Chabad Rebbe, explains that the soul descends into this world and puts on garments. Every good deed becomes an eternal garment that accompanies the soul forever. So let's be honest, fashion fades, styles change, championships come and go, but the garments woven from mitzvahs, acts of kindness, and words of Torah never wear out. Now there's another beautiful lesson as well. When the Knicks players put on the uniform, he becomes part of something bigger than himself. The name on the front of the jersey matters more than the name on the back. The same is true in Jewish life. The greatest people are often those who stop asking, what do I want? And start asking, what does God want? What does my family need? does my community need? When we wear the uniform of service, we become part of something eternal. Perhaps that is why the Torah spends so much time discussing garments. Clothing is never just about covering the body, it's about revealing the soul. So while the Knicks fans are rushing to vintage stores looking for jerseys from another era, perhaps we can ask ourselves a deeper question. What are we wearing spiritually? What atmosphere do our words create?